Welcome to the vlog. Tony Fitton here, aka Bumboy, from a snowing vehicle somewhere in North America, listening to Josh Groban. I believe I can win tonight. Hey look, new wipers. A little quieter. Look at the snow on my hood. I lost 250 on the cash game on Friday night. For some reason the cards didn't go my way. But that's only the second losing session of the year out of 7-8 sessions, so I'm still up big time. I'm going to a tournament tonight, and this is a nice little tournament. I think it's going to be about 2 tables, so I'll film some hands, see if I can put a vlog together out of it for you guys. Hope you're liking the vlogs. If you want to send me some mail, my address is below. Please subscribe and share it amongst your friends. That's always good. And I enjoy doing these vlogs for you guys, so hope you're enjoying them. Well, like I say, doing good this year so far, so that's always nice. But I need to keep my concentration and see if we can keep up the win rate. Like I said, the snow started. We're still in the winter period. I played golf last Wednesday. We had a bit of a hot day there compared to the rest of the last few weeks. But I think the next couple of weeks ahead are supposed to be bad as well, so not much golf. Got some work at home, got some work for clients. Let's see what I can do. But as far as playing poker goes, always plenty of time for that. I'm going to play, see if I can get to the final table. That's the first goal. Chip up, final table, play your situation cards and image and all that good stuff, and see if we can get in the money. Anyway, in that cash game, I had ace-10, raised it up pre-flop. It was a 1-2 game. Put in $8. Got a couple of callers. Flop came 10 high rainbow. C-bet $15. Got a caller, 1 caller. Heads up to the turn. There was a 7 and a 9 on the board, I think. And an 8 came. It was all a little bit straight possibility if the guy was calling with a straight draw, so I bet a little lighter. That's always a mistake, I think. Shouldn't bet a bit lighter, you should check, because the bet's got to be for a reason. You got to bet for value when you got the best hand. You believe you got the best hand. You got to bet for a bluff if you believe you got the worst hand. You got to bet for pot control, and I was sort of trying for pot control more than anything, I guess. But it gives a wrong message. I should have maybe bet for 15 at least, if not 20, 25 minimum, or put in a big bet, or checked. However, I put in $10, and he raised. I called. The dealer put out a river card that put a 4 card straight out there. Anyway, I lost the hand. Guy made a straight, so I lost my way in that one.
I thought the 9 was a 10.
He needed a 10, that would have been a big end. Water.
AJ's gonna win this, I know it. 9-8, that's a good one.
It'll be hearts.
Never enough. Both got hearts? No, you got.
Hey, the jack of hearts versus
Winner.
We have a win.
Champion! Yes, cars. That's the first win ever.
First one ever win.
That's awesome.
Okay, just finished 225. It's the day after. I won. Got down to the final table. Got down to the money. We chopped 4 ways. When I say chop, we chopped most of the pot. Took 800 out of the game. I was in for 160. So that was a good win. Then we played it out. We got down to the last 3. I got it in good with ace jack. Guy had 10 jack. It was a 3-way all in. And the guy flopped to 10. The river was a jack. He had 2 pair. So he ended up winning the tournament for the extra 300 and something dollars. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, in the money again. Running good in the tournaments. Running good this January. So I'm going to try to keep that run going. Real cool. I'm really pleased about the start to the year. I had some great poker played last night. There was a couple of spots where I had to put it all at risk. And one spot I avoided putting it all at risk. And sometimes you got to survive to get to the final table. It's not about winning that one particular hand. It's more about getting to the final table, getting to the cash in a tournament. There was this one hand I had pocket 9s. There was a guy at the table who was very aggressive and was going all in a lot, mainly because he'd been drinking. But he was playing a very aggressive style, and he was shoving all in a lot, and a lot of people had to fold. And the ones that did call him, when they did have good hands, a lot of times they ended up losing on the run out, where he made a straight with his kicker or something weird, you know, or he flopped a set, you know, when it was pair against pair, he had the low pair. He was shoving all in with 7-3, 10-7, Jack 4. So it was a little bit crazy. However, I had pocket 9s. I limped into the pot, and there was a raise from Mr. Aggressive, and then the guy to my right went all in. A short stack went all in. He had pocket queens. I didn't know that at the time. I made the call with my pocket 9s, and Mr. Aggressive came along for the ride. The flop was 8 high with 2 hearts. So pretty good flop for my holding. Mr. Aggressive pushed all in. Oh my goodness. Oh, what do you do? This was for my tournament life. It was on 2 tables. But on that flop, he might have raised pre-flop a little, but I still wasn't feeling him for beating me right there. So I made the call. I went for it. Chip up or go home mentality right on this one. And it was at the stage of the tournament where, although I had a lot of chips, this guy had me had 4 times as many chips as I had. But it's still at the stage of the tournament where you've still got to accumulate chips to get to the final table. You can't fold your way to the final table and be short stack. You're going to get knocked out. So I called anyway and hit a 9 on the river to beat the pocket queens. The other guy had nothing at all. He had I don't even know what he had. I can't even remember. But I beat him. I want a big pot there, and that give me enough chips to get to the final table. A few hands later, still on 2 tables, I got pocket queens. Now at this stage, now I have chipped up. I'm not going to relinquish these chips for anybody unless I've got the nuts or I've got close to it, you know, I'm in a good position. A few hands later, still on 2 tables. Now at this stage, now I have chipped up. I'm not going to relinquish these chips for anybody. And I have pocket queens, Mr. Aggressive raised. I called his bet and so flop, which came down all low cards, 2 hearts.
The true tell.
Did you see that, Juice?
Of course, he went all in.
Come on,
And I know 100% in my heart I have him beat right now. But I've seen him play at least a dozen of these type of hands where the person ahead ended up out of the tournament.
I got you right now. They're low.
10 minutes.
Around jacks or above.
4 minutes to go.
They're low.
Down to them. Completion.
Now I've got the chips, I don't want to give them away. So I thought about it for a minute or two, and I really considered calling here because I thought I was ahead. But I didn't need to. That was the whole point. I didn't need to risk my tournament life. We were about the same size chip stack by this time. I think he had a bit more than me. So I laid it down. I thought it's just not worth the risk, even if I am ahead right now. So I laid it down. Ultimately, it was the right decision because I made the final table, made the money, and so sometimes you gotta make the call, and sometimes you gotta lay it down, and that's your judgment what you do.